All right, here we are back into Control, episode 20. We're roughly 15, 16 hours into the game. I'm now going to get back to the containment area and continue trying to find information that gets me closer to understanding what Dylan is going through. I just did a PS4 update, so I was unable to start right where I left off screen wise. Sometimes I'll pause and then just start another episode and put the game into suspension. But this time I had to restart the PS4. Alright, let's see what I can find here. Nobody needs all these note cards, right? Yeah, I didn't think so. And I do have my anti-gravity levitation ability now. Oh, she kind of climbs up there too. About as high as I can go. Little double tap lets her slowly come down for a soft landing. Alright, enemies already coming in. Be cool to start a couple of rounds. Wow, it'd be cool to start a challenge that all I'm able to do is use guns. Yeah, don't use any of my telekinesis abilities to kill enemies for a set number of times. So from the beginning, first kill has to be with a weapon to the 50th kill has to be with a weapon. So I can't go around throwing objects at enemies. It all has to be done. And there's certain ones to where I just have to kill 50 enemies with a weapon, but I can also kill in between with telekinetic abilities. Yeah, these guys that hover, I have to shoot. At least get their health down to a manageable state. Wow. Okay, I'm being haphazard. Or I'm haphazardly. Or I'm not being as conservative as I should be. Wow, those are just basic enemies too. I didn't see what level they were. Anybody catch what level they were? Oh, these are just base enemies that I'm letting toss me around like a rag doll. And as I've said many times in previous episodes, the only thing I have negatively to say about the game um, as it pertains to gameplay are load screens. Like if they could just get rid of load screens, as I start to, die, with combat, they could just remove the load screens and get me right back into the fight. I don't know if it's the shield that gives them the ability to dodge, but as soon as I take away that ability, or take away the white bar, they seem to not be able to dodge anymore. So I'm attributing that to their shielding. Gives them some reactive capability. I'm not sure. Yeah, like the level of destruction. Kind of see where it would break off. Literally, it's pretty cool. Maintenance hiss nodes. Yeah. I'm gonna push forward here. Extremely bright yellow is causing that light. I mean, that's obviously a color choice. I don't think the sun or this white light would cause. I mean, is that a no? I mean, it's the exact same color as the light to the left, but the light to the left isn't creating a yellow hue. Why is there a yellow? All right, as I've said many times, I wish the hiss would flood out of one of these shelters or flood out randomly. So I'm opening up a shelter and then, which I've already done, opening up a shelter and possibly having hiss that have been locked inside flooding out and attacking you. So all right, let's see where I'm supposed to be going here. All right, so off to the right. So I found Dylan and went back to talk to Dylan in the executive area. Let's see if I've got... No, I don't have any ability upgrades. I am able to levitate for a longer period of time. You know, just... It doesn't feel like it, though. Of course, I leveled it up pretty quickly. But it was 20% longer than the original. Any collectibles here in the bathroom? Every time I open a stall, the toilet paper over here falls off. So I was unable to get straight through here before, so I have to go around to the left. Look at these bland snacks. Anybody ever seen the Resident Evil movie directed by Paul Anderson and starring Mia Jovovich? The opening scenes of the first Resident Evil movie had sort of the Umbrella employees in this sterile kind of, I don't know, not necessarily segregated. What am I trying to think? Like, they're very secluded, they're very locked in, they're underground. And this building feels like that. Very bland, very off-putting. Of course, in there they had at least some fake scenery behind windows to kind of make the employees feel like they were not underground. Okay, so I must have forgotten. Who did I get a level 6 card from? I don't remember who I got the level 6 card from. Was that after I met Dylan? Huh. Okay. So, previous episode, I found my brother Dylan, Dylan Faden, and he is a little messed up. Looks like he's being manipulated by something from the hiss, or something that came through whatever gateway this company opened. And it seems like it's possessed Dylan. So Jesse is just trying to get more information on what happened to Dylan through this Prime Candidate program. Which I guess is what the P relates to. He's P6. Dylan is P6. Had a couple of visits back to the motel. So this is an area that I have returned to. I had to go through this area to get to Dylan the first time. See where I'm at. So I need to go across the way. See if I can go through those doors over there. Feel some enemies coming on here. Collectible material back there. And collectibles here. Globe procedures. As those that have watched my previous episodes, starting with episode 1, I like to read a lot of the collectible material, the documents. So Wolf Globe, AI72PE, containment procedure. No unique procedures required. However, contact should be limited as some report feeling disoriented after touching it. Descriptional, I took part of altered. Description altered effect. Item is handmade, set in dark wood. The item itself is lacquered, hand painted, spins freely on all axes. While the continents and oceans are recognizably those of Earth, careful examination has revealed numerous alterations and other geographic additions that do not exist on our planet. One of these islands has a city marked on it named Tan Relio. There are no signatures left by its maker. Physical contact renders subjects dizzy and disoriented, with some reporting a feeling of unfamiliarity with their surroundings. This effect seems to grow worse with prolonged contact, culminating in a sense of listlessness and depression. Suicide has been observed in X number of handlers. Handle globe with caution. All right, I'm going to take a restroom break. Be right back. All right. So caution when touching the power object of power globe. All right, let's take a look at, oops. All right, so you can see this sort of shimmer that centers on this door. If you've seen in the other episodes, or if you're watching this one as part of, just skimming through YouTube and maybe finding something on Control, this shimmer, something that's in my mind or part of Jessie, which is the main character here. This kind of leads her, but it doesn't really necessarily give her like a beacon. Like there's no beacon on screen that leads me to that door. The only real waypoints that I have are the yellow highlighted areas that you can see there on the map. But as I start getting closer to an area that has some relevance, it's got this sort of silver shimmer to it. So I should be going the right way. Oh, there's a hiss guy in here. May have hurt myself there a little bit. See, I blew up a canister of fire extinguishing agent, and it exploded on the floor, and you could see the contents on the floor, but none of it got on Jessie. She's impervious to residual. Oh, almost missed a collectible. Self-reflection. Oh, that's a mission. Alright, so I got all these extra missions here. I'll go back to the primary mission at hand. But I've got a lot of these extra missions here. So I've got self-reflection, fridge duty, which I need to go back and do. The Prime Candidate program is what I'm on right now. And this was the random one that they threw my way. And then these are sort of challenges. So kill enemies with a service weapon in charge mode. And then kill his troopers, which shouldn't be hard to do. I have not upgraded my weapon or paid the Prime Candidate program. Looks like I'm going to have to go left or right here.
To find new Prime candidates, the Bureau needs a director. Our future. P6 and P7.
Okay, so you can see those sort of very cryptic and maybe summarized flashes of the Bureau, but if I go into collectibles and I go to the hotline, which is what that was, and then you go to Prime Candidates, it gives me a primer almost with that flash that you saw, but these give you much more information. And it's always this dark, shadowy character.
I doubled every effort to find new Prime candidates. There was no one. No one but me. That wasn't good enough. I pushed hard. I never wanted the Bureau to end up in that situation again.
And Trench is the character that I took over for, or that Jessie took over for.
When my time reaches an end, I want more options on the table. P1 through P5 were all false leads, dead ends, and disappointments. Then P6, Dylan Faden. He fell into our arms. No parents, they're gone, casualties of an AWE. The boy has exceptional talent. The oldest house will be his home. We'll build him from the ground up. He'll be trained and taken care of. Darling can be in charge of this project. I can't. I'll stay away.
This oldest house I haven't visited yet.
A boy like I failed my own family.
Just the motel.
My daughter and my wife. We weren't careful enough back then. Something came home with me. I took work home. My Susanna got sick. When I realized my mistake, I wanted to bring her here for Darling to do what he could. Kate flat out refused. Civilian doctors treated our daughter, but they didn't have a clue. She died. Kate left me. Same old story. That was a long time ago. The Bureau is all I have now. And the Prime candidates are our future. There are two, P6 and P7. We're spoiled for choice.
I almost feel as if Jesse might be P7. I mean, brother, sister, makes sense, right? And then all these, the board or the pyramid boss, whatever you want to call it, are these down here. They're even more cryptic. I mean, but you get the basic idea. Plus, I can't see the progress bar at the bottom because it's so white. But you can pick out a couple of the things that they tell you, like control points allow you to fast travel. Like that's all they're pretty much telling you, but in that interesting sort of way. So, yeah, I think these give a lot of good information. And I have mistakenly at the beginning of the game thought that they were just replays of those flashes. So I was like, oh, I don't need to watch them. So there's some information that I'm missing that's here that I need to watch and kind of refresh my lore, so that when I go into the ending, it will make more sense and it will have more of an impact. So highly recommend if you're playing control and you see those flashes, jump back in here to the hotline and actually watch the full. Um, it's not a replay of what you saw in that flash, but it's got a lot more to it. So highly recommend you doing that. And then also going into a lot of this correspondence, reading all these case files, researching records, the correspondence. Look at the multimedia again. The multimedia is generally a replay of what you pick up and you see in the world, and they let you keep those kind of things, which is also awesome. I'm glad that I can just pick those up and watch those at my leisure. All right, so a lot of enemies in here. Those guys heal, but they don't look like they're lasting very long. Yeah, my throw damage is pretty high. I haven't done a lot of fighting while in the air. I don't really feel the need to fight while airborne. That might be an issue or something to consider. Oh, boss man. All right, let's switch over to this big boy. This guy's going to be hard. He's regenerating a lot. It seems like this pierce goes through armor. I'm not holding on to the fire button long enough. Wow. Had to continuously push onto that guy. Oh wow, the room is warped. Again, I don't really feel the need to hover at all. What is this over here? Oh, it was hidden underneath there. The only way I knew about that one was the icon. well that levitate ability finally gave me a reason to use it, or at least the encounter with that guy that was hidden behind all that geometry. Yeah, this the architecture in here is a little twisted. Maybe I need to go down here. I'm starting to find uses for the levitate ability. And right now it's, I mean, obviously it's for mobility, but I'd like to try to get better at using it during combat. At least to sort of maneuver. Like if I was having a combat with a guy down here on this level, I could levitate up to this area and then sort of get into better cover. Or, you know, move into an area that's more advantageous. Like I kind of had an encounter with this guy. This guy was behind a pillar, and I just kind of levitated over. So, getting used to the levitate ability. Do all these drawers open? Yep, they sure do. I mean, look at that. Most games wouldn't even bother. They went out of their way to kind of give that. Like this whole desk, it's nice and organized. Look at that. And every piece is now on the floor. Alright, so shelter. You guys know how I feel about shelters. I wish there was more to them. Just somebody locked inside or something. Because obviously shelters with no one in them. A little anticlimactic. Alright, so let's see if I can do anything with my mods here. So I've got some 5s, 2s, personal mods. Let's see, I've got some 4s down here. Probably should be using those. Alright, so right now I've got... which one am I replacing? I'm replacing the prime. Alright, which is the one that's the largest of the 3. You can see how it's sort of expanded launch efficiency. Now if I go over to health recovery, it expands that one, makes it larger. And it actually tells you what it is. Absolute, rare. Alright, so I want to look at changing... I think the 4 is good, but right now I've got prime. Launch energy cost, shield energy cost. So I definitely want launch energy cost to be reduced, so I'll keep that one. Let's go down to health recovery. Let's launch energy cost. Let's see if I can get C's speed, energy recovery speed. Yeah, let's do that. So less on launch energy cost, and then recovery speed should be faster. Alright, so I still only have 2 mod slots for the grip and 1 for the pierce. Let's see what other weapons I've got here. The spin is sort of a machine gun. Shatter is a shotgun. Pierce is sort of the sniper, I guess you would say, and it pierces armor fairly well, so I like that one. Let's switch out the grip for some shotgun. Let's work on shotgun. Let's see what that one... Alright, we need some levels up here. Yeah, I've got a ton of stuff over here that I need to turn into resources or currency. Let's see, I've got shatter level 1. So projectile speed, projectile spread is what I've got. Sorry, I've got not speed, but spread. Recoil reduction, projectiles fired +7. Heck, let's throw that one in there. And I've only got 1 for that. Alright, let's work with that. Let's change my pierce. So I've got a 2 in there now. I can go up to a force. Exclusive to pierce. Zoom is a little higher. I can go up to a 3. Damage while aiming. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, so we'll keep those 2. I've upgraded my personal mods. Alright. I always got to keep up on the type of mods that I've got equipped so that I don't waste their use or waste their... Oh, I need to also turn some of this stuff into... I'm going to turn all the 2s. I'll keep the 3, 4s, and 5s, but I'm going to deconstruct all 2s. And this is just giving me currency up there at the top. I don't know what you call that type of currency. The shards, I guess. Alright, so getting rid of all 2s. and definitely 1. So everything up to 2. Alright, and then we'll go to personal mods and do the same thing. So 2s and below. Alright, there we go. Alright, 30 minutes into this stream. We got about 30 minutes more to go for this episode. Again, trying to move myself into my objective for prime candidate. Not sure if I'm going the right way. Definitely getting a little disoriented. Is her, like, stance different? No, like, her stance doesn't change based on... Oh, I guess it is. There it is. You kind of see how her knee goes up. I was curious if she kind of changed the way that her character model stood on inclines and whatnot. Get a little bit of a stutter in the frame rate sometimes. Alright, I imagine this is the way that I want to go. Got entropic echo. I'm hoping I can come across a control point, which is essentially a save point.
Is this what Dylan wanted me to see? It doesn't matter. We need to find that projector.
Ooh, candidate P7 outfit. So I am P7. Is that a spoiler? Of course, I kind of came up with that, I guess, on my own. It's not that difficult to understand.
We used to play there all the time.
Uh-oh.
Me and Dylan. And other kids as well.
Oh, it's because I'm coming across it anyway.
We loved it.
I'm learning about it.
This time, I remember, was different. We found a way in, deeper into it, like it had shifted. We went inside, and that's where we found the slide projector.
A dump is a place for lost things. Things that have been thrown away. Did you ever feel that way when you were growing up, Jesse?
What? No.
Yes, but that has nothing to do. Was there a slide projector at your home when you were small?
No.
Those were before your time, I suppose. But your family did look at photos together, maybe. In one form or the other?
Maybe.
When was this? Can you remember? At parties? Barbecues? How did it make you feel? Did your parents ever show pictures that embarrassed you? Was alcohol ever involved at these parties? Did your parents drink? Did that make you uncomfortable?
No. That's just stupid. Come on. That has nothing to do with this. Nothing.
The slide projector, let me ask you this. As a child, did you ever fantasize about worlds inside pictures? Inside a painting? You know, stepping into a painting, into a hidden world, escaping and finding adventure there, away from your parents.
I don't think so. I don't remember.
About to sneeze.
Maybe.
Excuse me.
I don't know.
Alright, so Jesse certainly is a central point to what's going on here. It feels that way. What time did all the clocks stop? Because I'm sure the clocks aren't working. Alright, so all clocks stopped at 3:45 and looks like 8 seconds. Yeah, 8 seconds. What happened at 3:45 and 8 seconds, or 8 seconds past 3:45? Alright, so can I change my outfit now? Assets, clearance level. I don't remember where I saw. Might be in the save points or control points. Oh, I was over here hovering over at this picture, but this is the actress that they modeled Jesse's face after. It'd be cool if I zoomed in on it and then the actress had a small scene. Alright, give me a second. I've got to... thought I lost connection on my controller there for a second.
All the times I felt paranoid, I was right. The Bureau could have given me the answers, but they just stood by and watched me.
I don't think I can read any of that. Touch Friday. Like I'm trying to see if there's anything that kind of connects here. I mean, it looks like Jesse down there, like the photo there, like sitting at a cafe or something. Scanning over like classified. Obviously, I can't read any of that stuff. Friday at 1500. Last seen. That's another photo that was over on the other board. That looks like all these photos are of Jesse. Yeah, I mean, they all look like they're of Jesse. I mean, that other one is, like, that top right almost looks like she's mopping, or like she's got a janitorial job. So they're definitely looking at something here. Alright. Alright, so I need to go to the turntable now. Let's go back in this room here. Yeah, once I get to a... there is a way to change costumes, and I've been in this sort of... I guess it's a denim jacket or a leather jacket, denim pants. I've been in this outfit through the whole game. It'd be nice to change that up a little bit. That's another thing is... Oh, okay, so it is leaning up here. I was about to... I need to stop being so nitpicky. It'd be cool if something happened if I shot this. Wow. No damage. That's an impervious poster. It's an object of power. Alright, so let's see where I need to go here. I wish I could throw a standby. I'm getting a little like entranced by the talking. All right, so I need to go this way and then off to the left. So I'm trying to go to the turntable.
I studied what happened in Ordinary here. That's the place to start looking.
A little bit of combat coming up. This ability I need to find a way to make faster. Let's get 2 people working for me. Unless the other one already died. Nope, we got 2 of them working for me now. Wonder how many I can get working for me. Thanks, buddy. You're gonna have to die now. Bye. Yeah, the speed at which I seize an enemy definitely needs to be improved. I'll have to look into that. I like the ability to have the enemies work alongside me, especially when there's a lot of them, but that needs to be faster because it puts me out in the open. Big control room. There's a lot of these kind of control rooms in this building. Alright, so this is transit corridor. Is this another elevator that can take me wherever I want to go? Different levels. I did have an issue, and I still do, and it's probably just me, that the darkest of the dark areas on this map is a different level of the map. If I'm not on a level of the map that this map is showing, like this map is showing multiple levels, but it's showing a level of the map that I'm not on, and it covers over the levels that I could or couldn't be on. I'm making this extremely difficult. Like I'm not on the level that black, like right now I'm walking under a black portion shown on the map. Like I'm not on that level. That might be the lower level. So if I'm not on the level, don't show me that part of the map, if that makes sense. Oh, see? Perfect. I love that. That was perfect. That right there is what I want for those shelters. I open up so many shelters and it gives you collectibles, and that's cool. You know, collectibles are also always nice. Collectibles or materials. But every time I open them, I just wish something would like creep out of it. Alright, give me a second. I need to use the restroom. Doobie doo. Alright. I am back. Alright, so let's see if this takes me to a different level
Dylan
here.
and I were both prime candidates. Experiments.
I knew it!
Very different ones, sure, but both in a cell of some sort. Am I out of the cell now, or is all this, the house and being the director, just another cell? Who's really in charge here?
That would be very interesting if what it is I'm experiencing, whether or not it be hallucinations or the characters that are within this building, quotation marks, is this a cell? Is this a containment or a... Am I really free? Am I being manipulated to... Am I in the mind of something? Like, is this building just the mind of something? I love the way those things explode. See, I can't move around while I'm trying to capture them either. Oop, watch out. See, that's that seize that I want to do. I wish it would just be instant. Like, I get them down to a certain amount of health and they become seizable. Like, I can take control of them. And since I've already done that work, why put me through sort of putting me in a defensive, or taking me out of a defensive posture, freezing my character as she extends her hand to, take control of this Hiss's mind. It puts me in a do that, and you have put me all the way back here. Okay, not a big fan of that. This is extremely far away from where I was at. Like, look how far back they've put me. I don't like that at all. That was not cool. Hopefully I've got a shortcut that's available to me here. Yeah, that wasn't cool, how far back they put me in the level. That's something I probably have to unlock. Have I opened this shelter before? See, I want a Hiss to flood out of here. Just want it to be random. Alright, let's see here. Can I go up and around here? Nope, that's a locked door. Maybe it's unlockable from the other side. Alright, so this time... Oop, collectible. Mannequin supplement. Alright, let's see here. Alright, I'm probably going to have to go all the way up and around, and then I need to find a way to make a shortcut to my right, because I can't push through that area. It's my own fault, really. I kind of let myself die. Wasn't really being conservative with my energy. Alright, back over here. Yeah, fire another one at me. Go ahead. Oh, wow. Yeah, my melee is not really... didn't really feel visceral at all. It's just sort of a... it's not a combo. It's just a sort of a one-hit strike. I'm pretty sure it's not upgradable. Alright, give me a second. I'll be right back. Alright, so I need to get back to where I was. Pretty sure it's not this way. Or was it? This is just me going in circles. Alright, so this is... have I gone through here? Nope. Some materials. Maybe a collectible back in here somewhere? Nope. Alright, so let's go back over here. Yeah, like this transit, because they didn't have a save point? I mean, come on. I died and I got kicked way back to my checkpoint. A little bit too far back, I think. Alright, should be... oh, I didn't come in here before.
August 4th, 1964. We discovered the oldest house while investigating a suspected altered world event case in the New York City subway tunnels. The agents found their way up into the building. Once we became aware of it, it was there. For the rest of the population, it was hiding in plain sight. A slippery blind spot, seemingly discouraging observation. It's a place of power. An ongoing AWE of its own, seemingly adhering to its physical outer constraints and yet constantly breaking the known boundaries of reality. It's unstable, shifting. Note, for more details on control points and the research and process to stabilize and secure the core sectors, refer to a separate presentation. After extensive research and investigation, the Bureau made the building its headquarters on November 13th, 1968. The Federal Bureau of Control was never out in the open. This was always an obfuscated, classified top-secret operation. So imagine our surprise when the building's observation-resistant aspects began in some unquantifiable way to affect the Bureau as a whole.
So I am in the oldest house. Okay, so I'm, as Darling spoke, is now the Bureau's headquarters, the Bureau of Control, Federal Bureau of Control, the FBC. This building is the oldest house, which kind of makes sense because it shifts and changes and it's not visible, you know, entirely to the public. So I guess it makes sense. At least that's what I got from that. And then it just replays. over and over again. Alright, I'm trying to get to the turntable, which I believe is going through the prime candidate area. Why that's locked, I'm not sure. Pretty sure this is the right way. This is the twisted area. There's usually combat that happened in this before. Closed cases. Oh, it's another one of those bureau kids or something. Threshold kids, that's what it was.
I can see you're upset, Meg. Why don't you tell Uncle Mr. Bones what's wrong?
I did bad on my clairvoyance test.
You can't ace every test, Meg. You see, everyone has different brains.
Yes, you do have different brains.
Some
Let's
brains
explain.
Can talk to each other.
Ah,
We call this
ESP, or baseball brand. Whoa, you calm down there, buddy.
Some brains can lift objects like a baseball. Talk about a fly ball, eh, Meg? No interruptions! So who cares if you fail your clairvoyance test? Maybe your brain can throw baseballs, or talk to dead people, or make friends blind.
Weird.
Once we know what your brains can do, we'll know what job to give you. And if your brains are just right, you'll get to sit in the big chair.
Awkward. I imagine that when
I don't want the big chair.
What if I don't want the big chair? Everyone wants the big chair, Meg! That's why we're all here. Use those brains to listen for once, or the only chair you'll get in is the one with straps.
okay, I imagine that when Remedy was going through making those, it was extremely awkward. Like, what the heck are we doing? Okay, Threshold Kids. That's a tool that I guess the FBC employees were trying to use to help kids understand what was going on within the building, and that would just freak most kids out. Freaked me out. Alright, so let's move forward. Let's see if we can find a way to make a shortcut in case I die again. I don't want to have to go through all of that again. Of course, it helped me find some other stuff, so like I don't know what I'm complaining about. All right, so this is where I came through before to learn more about Jessie being prime candidate number 7, second only to her brother, which is prime candidate 6. All right, take care of you. Music tells me there's still an enemy. Oh, no, don't die. There's a guy somewhere around here with a rocket. Alright, somewhere down here is missile throwers. Yeah, throw one at me. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, throw. Shoot one. Thank you. This feels like a new area further down, or is this the twisted building? Or twisted room? Yeah, alright, so this twisted room, I need to go back over this way. Alright, I need to find a shortcut. I feel like I need to be going back this way. Yeah. Alright, I need to get to an area that'll let me unlock that door in case I get sent back. I can quickly come back here. Red tells me enemy. Oh, not one of these. I don't need one of these right now. Oh, I guess he was a little bit easier than I thought he was going to be. Is that an enemy or is that a entity? Oh crap, another one? Don't die, Jesse. Alright. More enemies over there. Pick up these mods and materials. Lots of destruction. Alright, so I went down there before. Is there something else over here? I'd like to find a way to get that door unlocked so I can make a quick shortcut this way, or a control point, which I guess I'm gonna have to go through that area that I died at before. Alright, is there gonna be an enemy here again? No, not this time.
Dan and I were both prime candidates. Experiments. Very
this is where...
different ones, sure, but both in a cell of some sort.
Alright, enemies down
Am
here.
I out of the cell now, or
be careful
is
here.
all this, the house and being the director, just another cell? Who's really in charge here?
looks like this should be an area that I can control, or... Oh, I was... Look how close I was to a control point. I died here, and I was so close to a control point. Gotta fight for those save points, I guess. Alright, I'm about an hour and 7 minutes into this stream, but I'll extend a little bit because I had a couple of breaks in the stream that took me away, so we'll go a little bit farther. Alright, nice open areas.
Of course we are.
New York City subway.
Started there, and it's never gone away.
Alright, so I do have a level 6. So this should be the door that I was... Nope, it's not. Alright, so this area... Oh, I should be able to hover here, right? Nope, nope. Oh, crap. Ooh, so even if I'm hovering, I can take damage there. Okay. Good to know. Need her to regenerate health. Nothing to do over here, it looks like. Any collectibles? If there is one here, good job, Remedy. If not, yeah, not a big deal, but... So, Sterling AWE, Ordinary AWE, Ordinary Dump Site. Interesting. So I need to go to the turntable, which is straight ahead. So, which would be the Ordinary AWE. Alright, let's see if I can change my outfit in here. Abilities, construct, fast travels. Was that in the start menu? Options. How did I change my outfit? Was that in? It wasn't in collectibles. Assets, missions, collectibles, hotline. There's definitely a place where I could change my outfit. I have no idea where that's at. And it doesn't seem to be in here, so let's see, Astral Constructs, mods, upgrade, refresh mods, construct. Nope. Nope, nope. Weapon forms. Can I buy the charge yet? No, I need one corrupted sample. These are all upgrades. I would like to get the construct charge. Charge tells me it's kind of like the Pierce, though, but we'll see. Alright. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how I change my outfit. Oh, that's a too bad. Maybe I'll figure that out later. Let's move forward. So this is the turntable.
There's gotta be a way to rotate these tracks. Maybe there's a control panel nearby.
Yeah, you're gonna help me now, buddy. That guy's helping me. Something, not quite sure what those are called. There's definitely documents on it. Let's see if I can get over there. Wish I'd move a little faster forward. Alright, can't get in there. These aren't controls. Let's move down here. Bridge operator. Must be the way to go. Collectible probably, or a material. Okay.
There's gotta be a way to rotate these tracks. Maybe there's a control panel nearby.
That's where you're at right now, I think, Jesse. Thanks for the continuing monologue, though. Let's go ahead and rotate this. Will that open up this gate?
It won't rotate. Something's blocking it.
Something on the other side is going to probably block it.
It won't rotate. Something's blocking it.
Got to be on the other side. Yep. Climb up here. There we go. Hopefully it'll open up this door. Alright. Give me a second here. Answer a phone call real quick. Alright, apologies for all the intermissions. Probably have to push this stream to an hour 30 minutes. That should open up this door, right? Yeah, okay. Makes sense. So collectible here. So it looks like, see though, I guess, what is it, the waypoint or the marker that shows me that there's something there doesn't show up through fences. It kind of forces the player, force is a bad word, it kind of leads the player to know they have to explore a little bit. That's a picture of the outside while standing inside of a bunker or something. Is that this area? I don't know. Turntable there. There's not much here, just a bunch of debris. Any collectibles? Gonna check. Hear an alarm on the other side of this door. Alright, so... feel a battle coming on. Of course. Oh, that's something new. That is a new enemy. Wow. So that'll probably push me back to that other waypoint or checkpoint that I had, which was before the turntable. That was a new enemy, I believe. Yeah, we'll go for about another 10 minutes here. If I get another phone call, I apologize. No one wants to sit and watch a screen go still. So yeah, it's going to push me back to here. The turntable's already there, so that's good. I wish I could sprint while in the air, like go a little bit faster. Alright, at least I'm not pushed back too far. I did find a save point. So I should be able to best this enemy at some point without having to go back and forth too much. It's like a boss battle. Very confined area. It's like I can hear the enemy, but can't see the enemy. Where are you? It's like I can see it right there in front of me. Is it gone? Just shows up for a little bit to freak me out and runs away before I kill it. Yeah, look at this photo. It's like you can see outside, but they're inside of a bunker. Alright, that was an interesting introduction to a new type of enemy. Any collectibles? There are some materials. Anything behind this door here? Looks like there's a material back there. Can I go all the way around? No. Gotta be a follow-up battle with that guy. Look at this aircraft. Probably one on the other side, yep. Old boat plane. Is that just powering a switch somewhere? Oh, so there's 3 of them. Do I need to bring it up from somewhere? Do I need to hover? There's a second level up there. Oh, it's hidden behind here. Clever. So it turned on the power. Probably still have to go upstairs to flip a switch, probably. Oh, there was another one over there. Alright, let's go upstairs. Which opened up the elevator. It's as if it's telling me I need to use the elevator. Search for the slide projector, object of power. Little battle going on. Take that. Oh, what's that? A deputy officer? That's a new one. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on, hold on. My dual shock is getting a little low. I have been charging another controller, so hopefully it auto pauses for me. I see you coming up alongside of me. Whew! Alright, so I'm looking for the object of power. Let's go straight forward here. Make sure there's no collectibles around. Don't need any health. I'm full on health. Definitely messed up this area, but there's a collectible over here. And a material in the corner. Airplane evaluation order. Let's look at that, because this airplane down there. Alright, altered examination request, airplane wreckage. Summary. The airplane in question has been brought in from a private airfield located in the town of something Cincinnati. It is suspected to be connected to the something AWE, see case file, whatever, for details, and is being evaluated for altered status. The plane is currently being stored in the transit corridor in the containment sector, brought there through the New York subway tunnel. Special access something for more information on tunnel something and links to urban legends centered on ghost stations, abandoned tracks, and etc. See file 4124521. The plane's black box is currently being evaluated for certain things, and initial readings have been taken by a research team, though no altered status has yet been detected. Refer to file 912-8371 for full report. Interesting. So this airplane was brought through the New York City tunnel, and it's, I don't know if it's an object of power though. I like how they've stacked all the files over here for me to, they just turn into floating papers. All right, let's check in here to make sure there's nothing I'm missing. There isn't. All right, let's move forward closer to the ordinary AWE. All right, we'll go for a little bit longer in this episode because I have had a lot of intermissions. Was that a red enemy back there? It was. Yeah, I need that control panel, I think. Oh, nope, collectible. Ordinary AWE Stage 1. Let's read that since I'm approaching Ordinary AWE. Alright, Stage 1, Point Alpha Dump. Witness Testimonies. The first slide was a room with dirty wallpaper and dolls on a shelf. There were lots of dolls. DF, Interview 2002. The house was empty. No one lived there. We played in there a lot. It was our secret playhouse. Jesse Faden. Oh, Dylan and Jesse Faden. Alright, so that's what Jesse said, therapy session 2010. And then Dylan says, I went to school with Neil. Some kids called him Nosebleed Neil. Note, likely Neil Hossenberg, missing. It was mean. He had asthma. Tom, note, likely Tom Barlow, missing. And his gang, Freddie, likely Frederick, Bartwell, missing. Hugo, no one by this name was found in public records, bullied him. We brought Neil to the dump to play. So let me read that without intermission, or without the parentheses. I went to school with Neil. Some kids called him Nosebleed Neil. It was mean. He had asthma. Tom and his gang, Freddie, Hugo, bullied him. We brought Neil to the dump to play. Interesting. Extrapolated information. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide. Designation house. So I am still kind of on my way towards, let's see what this is. I am on my way to still find the slide projector. And moving towards the ordinary AWE. Some audio collectible here.
You're listening to America Overnight, celebrating 29 years, shining a light in the shadows.
In the shadows. Oh, is this music?
Thanks for staying with us. Here's our first caller.
Here's our first caller.
What I'm about to tell you.
Oh.
They found out. I don't know what would happen if you found out, brother. The men in the suits. They told me it was an industrial accident, but this is something else. Something nobody talks about. Ordinary. This certainly doesn't sound very ordinary, caller. No, not ordinary. Ordinary. It's a town. And it wasn't an industrial accident. I mean, that's what they said.
I know.
That's bullshit. Whoa, please watch the language, caller. It may be 2 a.m., but we're still a family show. I'm sorry. It's just, my brother was there. They said the town was destroyed, but it wasn't. I went there. The people are gone, but the town's there. It's still there. So the population of an entire town disappears, yet the
I've forgotten
town
what
remains.
AWE stands for.
Was the phrase, there is no salvation, written anywhere? I'm not sure. The same thing happened in Brazil in 23, a village called Rio Verde. More than 600 people just up and left. The government said they were fleeing guerrilla forces, but we know the truth. A mass abduction, as predicted by my regular guest, Dr. Quincy Reagan. Abduction? You mean aliens? That's bullshit! I know they're lying! Now, I warned you about the language, caller. I'm afraid we're gonna have to cut you off. And good timing, too. It's time for a short break. Hang in there. America Overnight will be right back.
Yeah, not sure if I remember reading what AWE stands for. You know what? Research and records, his distorted, case files, Bright Falls supplement. Alice Wake, Mr. Wake's wife, was found during the Bureau investigation. She was interviewed and evaluated. She showed signs of severe mental trauma in the form of severe memory loss. She was later directed to treatment. It was conducted that she had been trapped in the threshold during its manifestation. Notable individuals still missing after the Bright Falls event are FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale and Dr. Emil Harmon. Refer to the Creator's Dilemma and the file redacted, or the file regarding the Cauldron Lake Lodge. Bureau researchers believe this event was the result of a forceful perception of subjective reality stemming from Mr. Wake, overlapping on our own. Wake has been flagged as a potential para-utilitarian. See Prime Candidate Program file for more details. In 2011, a book by Clay Stewart titled The Alan Wake Files, was published by Roundabout Press, New York and Olympia. Agents interviewed Clay Stewart and suspected minor parautilitarian sensitivity. He was placed under indefinite surveillance. Notes: a monitoring station was established at Cauldron Lake to alert the Bureau of any future activity. I'm going to have to play the Alan Wake games. Can anybody tell me if Alan Wake, leave in the descriptions below, I'll have to do my own research, if Alan Wake is a Remedy game. Collectible down here. Ordinary AWE Stage 2. Oh, enemies. Alright, I'm still moving forward. I'm almost at the ordinary AWE. Ordinary is a place, not just ordinary. Oh, save point, definitely want that. Alright, I think I'm going to call it here for this episode, and I'll pick up pretty much right where I'm at here when the next episode starts. So I'll pause it right here, and thanks for watching this episode. Yeah, a lot of intermission, so I apologize for that, but we are moving closer to the ordinary, which is a place, AWE. Don't know what the AWE stands for. I'll try to research that while I'm off. And I'm still searching for the slide projector that Dylan, my brother, the brother of the character here, Jesse Faden, kind of directed me towards. So that is the current mission, and we'll continue this in episode 21 for Control playthrough, and we're getting into those later hours of the game. Appreciate you watching in this episode, and if you watched the previous episodes, or if you haven't, go check them out. I appreciate all your time and attention. Hope you're enjoying this look and this explore through the game Control. I'll check you on the next episode.